live in the barn. And we already got a like. We've been going live on Facebook here recently. And Kelsey told me, she said, switch it back to YouTube. Try YouTube again. So that's why going live this evening. Haven't made a video so far this week, but I'm in like the middle of 3 different videos right now. And I've been telling everybody for a long time, I'm still working on the video of my great-grandfather's old farm. There's so many neat clips, but I'm having a hard time editing that video because these came off video cassette tapes. Then my mom put them onto a DVD, and for some reason, I don't know how much you know about editing, but whenever you cut a clip coming from that DVD clip, when you cut it, it doesn't stay where you thought you cut it. And so I'm having a hard time editing that video. Hey, Kevin. I haven't heard from you for a while. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. But yeah, that video is probably going to be my longest video ever. Oh, here we go. We got some people coming in. Orchards Hobby Homestead. Hey. And then my old buddy Tyler. Yeah, so that video, I think as of right now, with my great-grandfather's farm, different clips, it's close to a half hour long. And I still have a whole nother, it was another DVD that my mom gave me, but it's not near as long. She put some extra stuff in there, which is making it even harder to edit. If you're in here, I want you to hear that. But now she put some stuff she thought the girls would like to watch from when I was a little kid. But I'm really looking forward to that video because that kind of tells my motivation of why I wanted to buy my own farm. I know my dad always said when my great-grandfather was, I don't know if he was 80 or he was close to 80 whenever he had to sell that farm. And Dad always said, he said, if I would have had the money back then, I would have bought that place. And, that would have been great. But at the same time, the coal mine and the gas lines have come through the farm, and it doesn't even look the same. It's a shame. I thought about driving out there and doing like a drone shot to compare what you're going to see in the clips. But it's kind of depressing, honestly, because they kept that place so nice, and now it's just not the same. We drove by there with the girls because I wanted to show them where it was at, and it's just kind of sad. But Mount Pleasant Farm, hello. Boy, we got some more viewers here. Kelsey told me to go live on YouTube this time. We've been going live on Facebook. We had a good turnout the first time, then the second time, I don't know. It's hit or miss. People are busy this time of year. I know I am. We had a busy day today. I've been on midnight, so I haven't got much done until today. Today is my day off. And hey, Jeff, today's my day off, so I went out this afternoon. I put the Tar River drum mower on, and I cut some hay with knowing that there was a chance of rain. And sure enough, it rained. But hey, Dan, I don't know. What have the Cowboys been doing? I haven't been paying attention. There's my old buddy Ed. What was I saying? Oh, we went and cut hay, and it rained on it, but it didn't rain very much, and it's supposed to be dry for the next few days. So we're hoping to bale here. I still have some more parts coming for the baler that I'm going to put on, and hopefully I'm going to get the timing right on it, and then we're going to get the bales the right tightness. So yeah, Ed's got a good channel. Farmer Tyler's in here. He's got a good channel, really good channel. And I always say this all the time. I was actually talking to another YouTuber this evening, and I don't really get a chance to watch people that much. I try to watch. I'll catch Farmer Tyler's every once in a while. I'm glad you like the hay videos, Tyler, because I figured you would. I like watching yours because you have flat ground. Animals, we don't have any right now. Well, we were planning on taking a few vacations, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen because of other things that are going on, and possibly something bad with where I work. So as of right now, we don't have any, but this behind me is a big step into us getting cattle eventually is what I want to have. And then, of course, we like raising the pigs too. But that's a big step. That's something I've been looking for years. And, you know, people have been getting on me about that field for years. Hey, you're mowing it. That'd be a nice hay field. And yes, I realize that, but hay equipment takes a lot of money. And we talked about that, I think, in my last Facebook live stream. My grandfather, he asked, because I broke a shear pin or shear bolt on the baler when we was using it, but then on the clutch hub assembly for the pickup, the pins that are spring loaded, they went in and they never came back out. And so I've been working on that, and I got it fixed. But my grandfather, he's like, why don't you just buy a new hay baler? I said, well, a new one? He said, yeah. And I said, well, let me show you. And I pulled one up. I said, they're like $30,000. He went, nah. And I pulled one up, and it was the one that I found was closer to 40,000. And I just sent one to Dad. It was on Facebook Marketplace tonight. It was a 1999. I forget what model it was, but they wanted 15 grand for it. And it's just insane. But I got mine for, I think, $1,300 So, and that was delivered to the house. And yeah, it needs a little fixing up, but we're getting there. I'm learning that baler. That's what my dad told me. He said, you are learning that baler from the beginning to the end. So I cut the hay today, and then after that, we still haven't planted our pumpkin patch. I believe it's 5.5 foot, Tyler, which the field that I did today, I was able to move quicker until I got down to the bottom. This is the field behind my pig pen, and there are some nasty dips there. And I actually got held up. I was on 3 tires. A lamb would not last very long around here, Dan, because we have coyotes and bobcats like crazy. And we have enough trouble just keeping our chickens alive. We just got some more chickens, and they're laying eggs for us. And we got the coop or the chicken run all sealed up. Kelsey's been working on that because I've been busy with the hay stuff. What was I saying? Oh, the dips in the field. I was hung up on 3 tires because that dip is so bad. And then the drum mower got hung up, and it started going straight behind me. I had to stop and push back on it to get it to the spring to click back to keep it perpendicular to me. Yeah, I was in a bad spot there for a little while today, but we ended up, I just started cutting different. That way I stayed away from that spot. I don't need to be going down there. But that is the hay is decent. It's going to be better for the second cut, but it needed cut. I've been needing to cut all these fields for weeks now, but the rain has just been not giving you a long enough gap. But I did get this field. It's behind the barn here, the big field. I got it all cleaned up because we weren't able to finish baling whenever the hay baler, the clutch hub, the pins wouldn't come out because the pickup wouldn't turn. So I had 2 or 3 more windrows to get at the bottom, and then we had some broken bales out there, and I used the 225 LS with the belly mower on the windrows, and then I put the brush hog on mine and just busted up all them hay bales, and then the fully tied up hay bales, I put them in the woods. So we got that field cleaned up. What did somebody ask? I can't see it right now. Let me scroll up here. Sorry about my finger there. My hays or my field, I have not seeded it. Those, I don't know if somebody else did before we moved here, but as long as you keep that one mowed, and that's why I've been mowing that so much over the years, that's really good hay. And there was a farmer who was making hay on that field years ago, and he was giving the hay to our other neighbor up on the hill. And from my understanding, I thought we were just giving them that hay, and I was fine with that because they were good neighbors. Well, then they moved, and right before they moved, the owner who was leaving, he told me, he said, well, he's been selling me that hay for high dollar. I said, he has? And he said, yeah. And I said, I haven't seen nothing from that. And I didn't even realize that. And I put an end to that after that. That's when I started mowing it, because I didn't think that was right. You know, normally if you cut on somebody's property, they get a little bit of it, you know. But this has been my dream to do it myself, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. And then hopefully we can get back on that tax break thing that we can get here in Ohio. Oh, there's no doubt, Dan. That was another thing I was going to mention. The firewood bundles. I haven't been able to make any, but I have a guy who's interested in some. So I told him, I said, just wait a little bit. I don't want to sell them to you yet because I want to make sure they're dry. I want my wood to be dry, and it's all cherry. So I said, I love the smell of cherry firewood in a fire and a campfire. So it looks like we're going to have some firewood bundles sold. And then at the same time, I was talking to my neighbor, and he was talking to a guy where he works, and he's told him how we are making square bales, and he said that this guy is interested in buying all of these. I said, well, I got another guy at work who was interested. Let me check with him first, because I already told him that. But it sounds like no matter what, we can sell the square bales, which I figured we would, because a lot of people don't do that anymore. So Diana finally got to cut hay today. I did too. And I'm hoping to bale probably Sunday afternoon. We'll see how things go here, because there's a chance of rain every day, but just a chance. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, and please leave whatever projects you're into, because that's why I like to get on these lives. I like to see what you all are into, instead of you guys just hearing what I'm doing. If you hear the birds, the barn swallows are in here, and they get mad when I'm in here. And it's hot. It's very humid today. So if you see me sweating. So yeah, after we get off here, I'm going to go back in the house and try to finish up that video. I've been working on that for like a week. I just leave it up on the computer because it's just been very hard to edit that video. And I want to cut stuff out of it, but then at the same time I don't, because there's some neat clips, and we've got stuff before tractors in this video. There's horse equipment in this video coming up, so I'm very, very excited to see what everybody thinks about it. When I was watching it for the first time, I got mad at Mom. I said, that's all the longer it was, because she's the one that rounded up all this footage for me, and she made me another one, and I could watch that stuff all day. I like the old stuff, like Uncle Mike's old Ford tractor that I have, and then this old square baler, which, by the way, it seems like a lot of people like to watch that, because I've been posting reels and shorts on Facebook and YouTube, and the ones with the hay baler have been doing really good. So that's why I told Kelsey, I said, this baler is going to pay for itself, I think, because people like to see that old stuff. And a lot of guys have been getting on me about having a trailer on the back of the baler. And we never did that at my great-grandfather's farm. And I really have not seen anyone around where I live do that, because just the hills that we have here. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I can tell you about a channel. Now, that's an idea too, Kevin. I don't know. It just kind of all goes together. $8 a bale, huh? Around my area, I've seen them go from 2 clear up to 6. I have not seen 8. Is that for alfalfa or just for hay? But for as far as the channel goes, I believe that was Dan that said that. That's a lot of work. you, I mean, it is a lot of work. It's worth it because I was just talking. Okay, it's hay. Wow, that's some high dollar hay. I was just talking to another YouTuber tonight, and I was trying to encourage him because he is doing a good job. And I told him, I said, it is worth it because you just don't know where it's going to take you. You don't know where a YouTube channel is going to take you. I know Farmer Tyler Ranch was in here. He got to quit his job, and he gets to work on his farm full time. That's a good dream to have, you know. But I do it just because I enjoy the videos, and you know, well, of course we get to use the LS tractors, and that's been a blast. And by the way, I'm working on a video. I filmed some today with the MT232, and I'm not done with that video. I'm in the middle of 3 videos right now, and none of them are done. But it is a lot of work, and if you're going to do it, I wouldn't just focus on YouTube. I would post on Instagram. I'd post on Facebook. I post on Rumble because, you know, with the way YouTube is with their policies, you never know if you're going to get booted off or not. You know, someday I might get booted off for putting the scriptures at the end of my videos. I haven't done that for a while, and I need to. But on my older ones especially, I used to put a scripture at the end. And I can see the day coming where they're going to boot me off the platform. And that's why I like to post. I'm trying to build a following on Rumble just in case, you know. So, because they don't do that. But yeah, I would, if you're going to do it, you don't need all the equipment right off the bat. Right now, I've switched to where I'm filming with my phone all the time. And that makes it a lot easier for certain things. But then when you're trying to get other shots, it's more handy to have a GoPro than just a phone. So that's just, it depends on what type of video you're making, I guess. But yeah, as long as you, like I tell everybody that's starting out, just try to make it a little bit better each and every time. You don't have to have all the fancy equipment. You don't have to have a drone. And what a lot of people don't know, when you have a drone, I mean, there's been arguments about this. I have a drone. Well, if the way that I read the law is, if you have a drone and say I was just going to fly it around my property, you don't need a license. But if you're flying a drone and you're making money with it, then you need a license. And that's what I've talked to different YouTubers, and they all have different opinions about whether or not you need a license. Well, I don't think they'll ever crack down on that. But what if they do? You know, I mean, we have the evidence on the channel. So I went out a couple years ago and I got a license. And I barely passed the test too. And it was a bunch of stuff that had nothing to do with the drone, by the way. But that license only lasts for 2 years. So I need to go and renew it sometime. But I don't want to take that test again. Let me see what everybody's saying here. Mount Pleasant Farms, primarily a phone. Tyler still uses his phone. I enjoy your channel, always worry. Oh, I'm not quitting. No. I'm not quitting. I don't care. Like, you know, we have the LS tractors deal where we make videos for them, and I very much enjoy that. But you know, that won't last forever, and that's fine. And if it don't, you know, I'm still going to make videos because I just enjoy making the videos. I enjoy editing and then putting it all together and then pressing that upload button and then you can get on YouTube Studio and you check your analytics, and I love seeing those views come in. I don't know. And then the comments too. Well, I always enjoy the comments. Sometimes I'll tell you this, Dan, if you're going to start a channel, you better have thick skin, because you will get the keyboard warriors and know-it-alls. And I had one the other day, and like I said, they was getting on me about having a wagon on the back of my baler. For one thing, we've got hills. The other thing is I'm running a 40 horsepower tractor. That baler is enough for that. And this guy commented something. You should have a wagon on the back of there. You're causing twice as much work. Stupid is as stupid does. And I showed Dad that, and Dad said, "What a goof." And I said, "I know." I used to bother me bad when I get comments like that, because you like I said, you put a lot of work into these videos, and when someone doesn't like it or says something like that, that used to bother me. But I think it's funny anymore. You know, you can easily block somebody. All right, you're done. But some guys, they say, "Hey, that's engagement. That's good." Yeah. Well, the reason I was hesitant, because, when you first start out, you don't really want, at least for me, when I first started out, I didn't want anybody close to me to know that what I was doing until I felt like I had enough followers to make it legit, I guess. So I didn't tell the family for a while, and I definitely didn't tell people at work. I was doing this for years before people at work found out. But yes, and that's another reason I do it. Farmer Tyler says you have a time capsule of what you've done over the years. Plus, you have a time capsule for us when we have kids. So I get to look back at those videos of the kids growing up, and that's worth it to me right there. And especially now that we're doing the hay just like we used to as a family, now I get to have those videos with my kids, my nieces, and my nephews. So, I'm going to make the videos regardless. But I hope you guys enjoy them. I think it's been slow for us as a channel because we're not a specific subject. We kind of go broad. Like I don't ever want to bore you guys. I want you to have something that everybody can watch, because I know some people are into firewood, and then some people are into the hay stuff. Some people like the tractor stuff, the maple syrup stuff. We haven't done that for a while. I haven't had much luck with the maple syrup lately, but and then growing the giant pumpkin. I'm trying to do that again this year too. But I try to find something for everybody, and it's not just that. It's just what we do here on the farm. I heat my farmhouse with firewood. I use tractors almost every day. I enjoy growing pumpkins. I always have since I was a little boy. And then, the maple syrup thing, that's just something I always wanted to do. And, there's, raising the animals, and we're experimenting with what we like to raise, because, we had the goats and the pigs, and we're trying to find different ways to do that better. And we're just trying to take you guys along with us while we do that. But yeah, I mean, don't worry about me getting discouraged. The only thing I get discouraged about is when I get stuck at work and I don't have time to do the projects that I want to do, or the time to get a video out. That's when I get discouraged. And that happens more often than not. Yesterday got stuck working a midnight day shift. So that's pretty much 2 days shot, because I'm resting to gear up for it. And then I'm dead tired. I fell asleep as soon as I got home, and that's 2 days gone. And that's what gets me discouraged, because I want to be doing stuff here and I want to keep the flow going. So, and that's when you start seeing the YouTube shorts come from me, because I'm trying to keep the flow going, because that seems to be what Facebook, Instagram, YouTube they like the consistency. Do you ever find yourself questioning the videos you post? And you eventually get more confident, I guess. Absolutely. Because I was just telling the YouTuber I was talking to this evening, when I first started the channel, I didn't talk in the videos. I was going to be a channel where I didn't talk. It was just showing, because there are some channels that do really good with that. And I was just going to show what I was doing and not talk the whole time, but nothing was happening with the channel. And so I started, and I'm like, man, I sound dumb. And I probably still do, but I mean, I've gotten a whole lot better with presenting, but don't think that's a one-shot thing. Thank goodness for editing. That's why going live makes me nervous, because I can't edit out all the times that I mess up. And I sure do mess up a lot whenever I'm trying to film a video. I got to cut so much stuff out. But yeah, over time you'll get better with the talking and how you feel about hearing yourself talk. And at the same time, you'll grow thick skin whenever there's negative comments come in, and they're going to come in. You can think that you've made a perfect video, that you did it all right, but there's going to be somebody out there. You can't please everybody, and who cares, as long as you're enjoying what you're doing. And we got plenty of other people enjoy our videos too, and we get a lot more good comments than we do bad, that's for sure. Well, see, that's the thing, Dan. Old Davey's, he's the one that he's down about his YouTube channel. I messaged him there a few weeks ago, and he said he's going to post a video here and there, but he's not going to put as much effort into it just because nothing's happened for him. And he's going to focus more on his firewood business. So yeah, I know. I wish he wouldn't. I wish he would keep going, but I understand at the same time, it's a lot of work. And when you don't see the results, it can get to you. But as I look at my analytics on that YouTube studio, you can see consistent growth. And that's all you can ask for. Some people, they'll start and then they shoot right up. That can be good. It might not be good. It might be good for a little while and then just drop off and never happen again. I would rather have consistent growth, because it seems like the people that watch us like to watch pretty much everything that we put out. And I've got subscribers. I mean, I know you, Dan, you've been watching us for a long time. I've seen your comments for years, and there's a lot more like you that have followed us since the very beginning. Now, a lot of people got mad at me because we kind of started out between the tractor videos and the farmhouse videos, and I'm not really posting the farmhouse videos anymore because they just didn't get the views like the tractor videos do. And to be honest, I haven't done much with the farmhouse either. I just don't have time, trying to keep up with all the projects we got going on, and then trying to keep up with putting the tractor videos that I need to put out. So it's kind of hard. And yes, I saw that, Dan. I just watched that video. Evan is a good friend of mine, and I am so happy for him and Rebecca. That is a dream come true. I'm happy for him, just like I was happy for Farmer Tyler, who's in here, whenever he got to quit his job. That is a dream come true, and I'd be lying if I said that isn't my dream as well. I would love to be able to do that, spend time here with my family. And what's the best thing about that, they're being homeschooled, so they're here every day. We could be together as a family, and I could focus on working on this farm, building it back up, and maybe making it better than it ever has been. That's my goal. I don't know if it'll happen, but we're sure going to try and see if it will. So, but let's see if I missed any more comments here. They come up and then they drop off and I can't see them. So yeah, I just wanted to get on here for a live stream. We had a few join in tonight. So like I said, I'm in the middle of 3 videos now, so be looking for them. I might be able to finish one of them by Saturday or Sunday. Oh, okay, Mark. Hey, thanks for stopping in. I haven't got to talk to you for a while. But hopefully, no, No, not as. I think the next one that I'll be at is Paul Bunyan, and this year I'll be at the Rugged Made booth. I'll have my own booth to stay at, so I should be pretty easy to find. Of course, I'll have to mosey around, but that place is pretty big, but it's not that big to where you can't find me. So if anybody can make it to that show, I will be there. But all right, thanks, Tyler. Yeah, I'd like to get you in here one of these days. Get you on a live stream. I got some questions for you. But yeah, just want to get on here for a little bit. I appreciate all the support. Thanks for watching the videos, and be sure to watch for one coming up here probably at the end of this week or the beginning of next week. So thank you all for stopping by this evening, and we'll see you here hopefully soon. Have a good one, guys.